What exactly did we see trigger these moves?
Hi there. So it's definitely been a wild week for gold, and there are several triggers actually. I guess, a lot of people point to the rise in US bond yields as the main trigger for gold's collapse, but apart from that, there's been broader reasons as well. Once gold got to $2,000 per ounce, some investors might have been wondering, maybe now is the time to take the profit off the table. And when there was news about Russia's COVID-19 vaccine, some analysts say that could have been the cue for investors to say, now is the time for me to take profits of my positions in gold and maybe lead back into equities. And, this could be a high-risk strategy, but when you're sitting on a bunch of profits, it could, it is a sound strategy as well, according to some analysts.
So what's the price outlook then for the rest of the year?
Yeah. Gold's collapse in the last few days, and it has since rebounded. A lot of people like to use the word correction, but there's been some debate that, maybe that word shouldn't have been used after all. Given that gold's rallied so much this year, it could be seen more as a retracement instead. And as for the outlook, many of the reasons for owning gold actually hasn't changed much lately. Real rates are historically low, the dollar remains weak, and investors are worried about rising coronavirus cases and the impact that stimulus measures will have. So some banks, they still have bullish forecasts. Some banks are forecasting as high as $3,000 per ounce. And I think one interesting to take note would be the miners actually reporting earnings recently. We've had Evolution, and I think Newcrest is coming up, so it'll be interesting to hear their take on the precious metal.